The book has already demonstrated that accidents do not exist, since everything is perfectly calculated to occur exactly as it should. However, it is striking how easily the manifested being allows itself to be influenced by supernatural narratives. It is equally evident that the fragility of the manifested being submits to the cunning of dishonesty. It is also remarkable how susceptible beings are to believing lies or accounts of false individual experiences narrated as absolute truths. A miracle is reported, this miracle is attributed to a figure, and thus we have a saint, a mage, or even a god. Add fear to the mix, and a society full of devotees is formed. It is intriguing to note the difficulty of formulating a simple question. When it is claimed that a being is capable of levitating, it is often preferred to attribute to that being a divine status, rather than to investigate the functionality of such an ability. After all, what would, in fact, be the usefulness of levitation for the manifested being? The difference between an explicable healing and an inexplicable one lies in the ability to understand it in the light of science or logic. But, after all, what would be the true purpose of resurrecting a dead person, diverting them from the natural course of events that shape the characters? If a god did so, he would be interfering with the idealized story, and admitting not to know it, unless he had designed the characters in that way, which would confirm the roles assigned to them. And, if a god commanded someone to do it in his place, he would be contradicting the very essence of his power, and, at the very least, becoming questionable by hiding himself in mystery. It is evident that there is naivety behind miracles and, even more fascinating, to observe how they give rise to mythical figures that end up being elevated to the status of deities. What is most concerning is the acceptance of these beliefs as stemming from an alleged superiority that does not compare to the power inherent in the being itself. Turning credit into faith becomes a considerable obstacle in the being's journey toward self-knowledge. It is in this scenario that conjurers and false prophets find space to act.